Hello, I'm Dilia and I have been living in Korea for 12 years with F-5 permanent resident visa. And today I will tell you about the most common type of visa in Korea. I know that the most people watching right now this video staying in Korea with various visas such E9, B2 or H2. And do you sometimes feel like you are really living in Korea and want to stay even longer? This question has been asked at least at once by everyone when they come to Korea. Am I right? At first, even me wanted to stay for a few years, but as time went on, I ended up extending my stay and eventually obtained the F-5 permanent resident visa in Korea. Extending my visa was thought with all the complicated Korean language, paperwork, and not knowing which visa to choose. Plus, the high prices of agencies made it even harder. Most of the time, these are the reasons why people giving up. And today, I'm gonna sharing some useful information to help you get rid of these inconvenient issues smoothly. And for those who have student visas or work visas, we'll introduce some very useful visas that you might find helpful. And also from 2024, visa extensions have been significantly expanded, making it easier than ever to get a visa. From the visa, you need to invite family members to live in Korea. I'll cover the essentials and introduce them all to you today. First and foremost, what you need to know is that 2024 is the easiest time to get the visa in Korea. Because this year, the E74 Visas policy, which extended visas for 30,000 people, was announced on February 1st. Korea is granting visas to many people based on regions. What's even more surprising is that most visas extension benefits are primarily focused on those who came on student or work visas. The reason for issuing so many visas like this is prevent the declining population due to low birth rates in Korea. By issuing visas on large scale, they aim to balance the population with other cities. They have never issued this many visas all at once before. It's the largest scale of visa issuance ever. I've never seen so many visa tickets being given out like this before either. Here you can find the news about 30,000 visas that started in February 2024. If you search on Google or Naver, you'll find the accurate news. It's also officially announced by Korean Ministry of Justice. If you have never thought about visa extensions before, take a look at this news and consider it. It would be such a waste to miss out this opportunity. Also, it's been announced that Korean language proficiency will increase by on level starting next year. So, shouldn't we do it this year? First, let me introduce the most attractive work visas. Have you heard about the visa F2R? This newly introduced visa allows you to work on a work visa for more than 5 years at a time. And if you acquire a permanent resident visa F5 after 5 years, you will be able to work anywhere freely. Currently, D2, D10, E7, E74, and H2 visas are very useful for those who hold them in areas of declining population in Korea. You must stay for 5 years and might not get the job you want. So, especially those who have student visas, it's important to look into this carefully. It can be considered an excellent visa for those who have a work visa because they can invite their spouse or children to live in Korea. The E74 visa, which extends visas for as many as 30,000 people, is another newly introduced visa from last year. Recruitment has been ongoing on first-come, first-served basis since February 1st. The eligibility requirements include having held an E9 visa for more than 4 years, maintaining a job for at least 1 year, earning a salary of at least 2,500 and having topic or social integration program scores. If you meet these requirements, it's definitely a visa worth considering. These eligibility requirements are quite low, so make sure to apply before the deadline. Since this visa offers a quick and easy 2 years extension, it could run out soon. Here is the website from the Ministry of Justice. Interestingly, they are doing it on a first-come, first-served basis. They must be selecting a lot, right? If you have an employment visa, it's important to carefully review the visa. I'll have two links in the comment where you can find relevant information. One is for High Korea, where you can register directly, and the other is for KS24, which quickly handles all procedures for you. Now, let me talk about the visa for students who might be facing the most concerns, especially for students with D4, D2, and D10 visas. There are truly diverse visa options available in Korea. Currently, having a student visa offers the most opportunities and choice for those looking the required talent needed in the Korean industry. However, since you have to make all decisions by yourself, the worry can be even greater. Each visa is so different, and making the wrong choice could lead to ending up in a job you don't want. You're also responsible for everything on your own. So, the most common path for those with student visas like D2, D10, and D4 is to transition from D2 to D10 and then decide based on employment opportunities where to stay. However, while extending the visa and making decisions each time can take longer, it allows for the advantage to taking time carefully consider one's options and career path. If you have a clear long-term plan in Korea, then going from D2 to E1, E7, or to F2 is a good route. From D2 to D10, E74 to F2 is common. Or you can directly go from F2 to F5 permanent resident visa. Since each of these routes depends on individual qualifications and preference, it's crucial to seek advice from a professional. Also, you give up midway, your visa could be cancelled. If you're stuck in such situations, try using KS24. KS24 solves all your problems at once and provides detailed eligibility requirements for each visa type. I also recommend getting free consultation after determining your major and desired residency period for employment. I'll leave the link in the comments. 2024's first half is great time for visa extensions. Take instant advice and information from KS24 Visas. Get recommendation for the right visa and hassle-free paperwork processing at a good price. Plus, you can get visa extensions, residency period, Korean language test handling, and educational materials. Be sure to visa at least once. Today, I've provided a brief introduction for you. I'll continue to offer useful information about visas in the future also. And don't forget to subscribe and like for our video. It's been Delia. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.